Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I really wanted to discuss, is it worth it to drive for Uber and Lyft in 2024 or in 2025 or in the years to come? And I really wanted to make this video as a discussion to also ask you to hop into the comment section down below and read other people. What do you guys think about it? I want to give my thoughts on whether I believe it's worth it to drive for Uber and Lyft in 2024. Before I do, I wanted to tell you guys, if you're looking for a new way to make money, there's an incredible way to do so right here on YouTube by creating a Faceless YouTube channel. I will have a link below to sign up, but essentially I've been doing this for over 5 years and have been making over $10,000 per month just on one single channel. As you can see right here, so far this year, I've brought in over 57K, and it's only May. Last year, I brought in over 130,000. In a single month, over 20 grand. And it's right here on YouTube. I mean, it's no secret that tons of people make millions of dollars on YouTube. And you can too. You don't need to show your face. You don't need any experience. You don't need a following. Just follow the steps in my link below. There's a 30-day free trial right now. You can join it, join the group chat, watch all the material, and see how you can set up your own Faceless channel. It's how I was able to buy this house that I'm sitting in right here in Southern California. By doing YouTube and by creating a Faceless YouTube channel. I have several channels. There's no limit. You can literally make 50 or 100 channels, and some people are making millions of dollars a year. So check out the link below to that. Otherwise, let's get started. Is it worth it to drive for Uber and Lyft in 2024? Short answer, no. My opinion, it's not worth it, but I do think that it depends on your situation, of course. I think it is worth it in a few situations. I'm gonna say which situations I think it is worth it, and then which situations I don't think it's worth it. Number one, if you're in a pinch, if you need to pay rent, if you need to pay your car payment real quick, or if you're behind on credit cards and you're just like, I need to pay this off, and I'm gonna work Uber and Lyft after my normal job in the evenings. I'm gonna work on the weekends. Sure, I think it's worth it. I don't think it's a bad gig at all. And quite frankly, I actually think it's a good option. That's exactly why I signed up in the first place. Was I maxed out my credit cards. I shortly discovered doing YouTube was a vastly faster option, and I'm sure you guys are looking for other ways to make money as well. But in that situation, I think it's totally fine. Number two, you're moving to a new area and you don't have a job yet. Sure, drive for Uber and Lyft in the meantime while you're searching for a job. Right? But don't be like, this is the job that I'm gonna be doing for years to come. And number three, you're doing this just because maybe you have a little bit of extra time, maybe you wanna socialize, work on your social skills, and at the same time make extra money. You're doing this as a side hustle. Sure, I think it could be worth it, but again, I just think there's so many better opportunities out there right now. I think doing TikTok is a great option for many of you. It doesn't matter your age or your experience level with social media. You can create faceless TikTok pages, make money on TikTok Shop. I also have a link below to that. There's so many people in my own life who are making thousands of dollars per month on TikTok Shop, including myself. I've been able to I started a shop and started making I've made $4 grand in my first month on TikTok Shop. And TikTok Shop is essentially, it's drop shipping, but it's on the TikTok app, so you don't need to send people over to a website anymore. You don't need to own a website or a domain. You don't even need to pay for a domain, which is literally the cheapest, or host a website, which is like the cheapest part of drop shipping, because it's all on TikTok. People are scrolling through, and they can just buy the product on their phone, and then you get a commission, right? You make 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 bucks, whatever you set your commission rate as. Obviously, the lower the commission rate, the more sales you'll get, but the higher the commission rate, the more money you'll make per sale. Now, why do I think it's not worth it to drive for Uber and Lyft? Number one, you're treating this as a full-time job. No way. Keep in mind, you're spending money to work. You're putting miles on your car, on your beloved asset. Cars are typically the number one wealth killer in America. They're super expensive, they go down in value, and people think that they need a new car to drive, and especially you don't want to use that asset to drive for Uber and Lyft. I currently I'm not gonna be buying a brand new car. My opinion is buying used is better on Facebook Marketplace. I just think that you shouldn't be owning any assets that are worth a lot of money that are going down in value. It doesn't make sense. It's the opposite of an investment. Unless you're a multimillionaire, I don't think you should own a car valued over 20 grand. You know, it's a crazy thing to say, but I just don't think that anybody should be putting tens of thousands of dollars into an asset that's going down in value. I know that's the norm. I know it's normal for somebody living paycheck to paycheck to go buy a car that's 20, 30, 40 grand. They can't afford it. You know, the average car payment now is like $700 a month or $400 or $500 a month for a used car. Do you know if you took that money and you invested it into just a simple mutual fund, an S&P 500, like just put that into the stock market, like put that into a retirement account, $400 or $500 a month over 30 years, you'd become a millionaire. You don't need, and if it's $700, you'd have $3, $4, $5 million bucks. Let me just pull out an investment calculator real quick. An investment calculator. Let's say you start it at let's say you do it from you're 20 years old till you're 60 years old. So that's 40 years. You start out with $0, and let's say you're 10% return rate, S&P 500, you know, whatever, total stock market mutual fund, which are two accounts that I'm currently investing in. Let's say you put in $1,000 a month every month. It would be worth $5.5 million if you start at 20 and you go to 60. Most people are it's opportunity cost because they're quote unquote spending $5.5 million to own a car, to have a car payment. If you didn't have a car payment, you just invested that money instead, and you don't need to have a car payment. I'm literally, guys, about to go and buy a car off Facebook Marketplace tomorrow for $5,200, and it's still a great car. It's a 2011, has 130,000 miles on it. I'm getting it inspected first. I already negotiated him down. It's at the very bottom and the car is in great condition. I test drove it around 20-30 minutes. I drove it. It sounded great. I'm gonna get it inspected. If it passes the inspection or it doesn't have anything majorly wrong with it, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm gonna have no car payment. And guess what? The insurance on an older car, I mean, as long as it runs, as long as it works, and oh my gosh, I might have to spend $500 or $1,000 in the next 2-3 years to get it fixed or maintained. But I don't have a car payment. So that money, it's like, yeah, you're gonna pay a little bit more in maintenance on an older used car, but that's why you get it inspected first. That's why you keep up with the oil changes and everything. Buying a brand new car and spending $1,000 a month, $800 a month, and then another $200 a month on insurance, it's a waste of money. It's a complete waste of money. I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but I just do not think it's worth it. The only way it would be worth it to drive for Uber and Lyft is if you have like an older used car, or if you have an electric car that you don't need to be putting miles on. But at the same time, those electric cars are extremely expensive. You just don't want to be spending, there's so many better ways to be making money. Think about setting up a dropshipping store. If you've ever thought about dropshipping, I personally do dropshipping. I have tons of products all over my living room because I create, what I do basically is I create content online with these products, and then people buy them. And I don't do any of the shipping. I don't do any of the returns. People buy them, the company ships it out. I pay a percentage of the commission. So, you know, it's crazy. It's literally, why wouldn't you take advantage, like keep up with the times, you know? People are addicted to their phones. Why the heck would you go work a job that you have to still go out and work a 9-to-5? I haven't worked a 9-to-5 I haven't worked a normal job for 5 years. I've made money off my phone for 5 years. I was able to buy a house in Southern California. Why would I stop? I'm just gonna, every time there's a new app that comes up, TikTok just launched TikTok Shop. Guess what? I'm making TikTok Shop videos every day now. And I have a course down below where you can learn how to do it. 30-day free trial. I have courses down below now for the YouTube channel Faceless program, the TikTok Shop program, and Shopify dropshipping, because in my opinion, these 3 ways are extremely easy for anybody to get started. They require very, very little upfront costs. Very little upfront costs. The only one that really has any cost associated is the Shopify dropshipping, because you need to pay for the website, which again is only like 20 bucks. And even Shopify has like $1 a month free, not free trial, but $1 a month trial for like the first 2 or 3 months. So anyways, let me know your thoughts with those. Let me know your what you think is a better option. And I think Uber and Lyft drivers are like the best people to do some of these apps, because you're already good with your phone, you're good with putting in hard work, and you have the entrepreneurial mindset. You just need to focus on something better, in my opinion. So check those links out below. Otherwise, guys, let me know your thoughts if you think it's worth it to drive for Uber and Lyft in 2024. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.